So it seems like everybody's going absolutely crazy over the Nintendo Switch 2's pricing. And you know what? People are going absolutely bonkers. There's been comments on the freaking internet, on the interweb, all over Nintendo's Treehouse Direct that people were saying, drop the price. Drop the price, drop the price. But you know what? I don't see that happening. And you know what? I don't think Nintendo should drop the price of the Nintendo Switch. Now, is the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing justified? Is the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing justified? Well, coming up on CMG, aka Chariot Man Gaming, I'm gonna go into the details on why I believe y'all gonna hate me right now because this is a rant video. This is a goddamn rant video, and what I believe that the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing is justified, and I think it's a good thing. And you know what? I think it is, and I think it shouldn't be dropped. But I'm gonna let you know the reasons why the prices should stay the way it is, and it's gonna be a good one. Get your freaking popcorn ready because it's about to be going crazy on CMG, but it's gonna be a good one. Coming up on CMG. This is CMG. What is going on, everybody out here in YouTube land? This is CMG, and I'm coming at you with a rant video, with another exciting video once again. And before I get started with this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to CMG. Oh my freaking God. But first, and as always, I gotta pull out these shades. As always, I love pulling these out. But first things first, from watch time subscribers, there has been 53.8% that has not subscribed. 58.3% has not subscribed to the channel, but they watch. Listen, if you want more exciting rant videos and more crazy videos of me acting stupid on this camera and just telling some facts on CMG, hit that subscribe button. It won't kill you. It won't bank a buck. I don't look for money. But hit the subscribe button. It really will help the channel out and help my channel grow, and I can be able to do more things and be able to just do amazing stuff with the gaming content if you enjoyed this video. Now, let's get into this freaking video, because you know what? The Nintendo Switch 2, is it justified? Is it freaking justified for the Nintendo Switch 2 to have that freaking ridiculous pricing?
Shall we find out?
But you know what? I think so. And I'm going to show you right here. Let me tell you something with the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm going to go into the dang specs, because I'm going to go dive a little bit deeper into the specs of what the Switch can do and certain features that it can have compared to other systems. Because I think I found it really effing ridiculous that people are complaining about the freaking $450 price of the Switch in the bundle. And the $80 price, now that's a little bit steep. $80 price for Mario Kart World is a little bit crazy. I think they OD'd on that one. It's overdoing that price. But the price for the Nintendo Switch system, I agree.
Say what?
110% of the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing to be $450. And I'm going to show you why. Now in the specs here, this is the size of approximately 4.5 inches tall. So this is the size is of 10.7 wide inches, 55 inches thick, with Joy-Con 2 controllers attached. So that the maximum thickness from the tip of the control sticks and the producing parts of the ZL or ZR buttons are 1.2 inches. So the size of the Joy-Cons in the size of the Nintendo Switch 2. So that I'm just going to the size. The weight is, 88 pounds approximately, and 1.18 pounds with Joy-Con controllers attached. That's the weight. So the screen, now here's the thing, why I think the price is reasonable and justifiable. The screen, capacitive touchscreen, is a 7.9 inch wide color gamut LCD screen, 1920 by 18 pixels, and it has HDR10 support. I'm gonna say that again. The Nintendo Switch 2 also has HDR10 support, and it has VRR up to 120 hertz. Up to 120 hertz, okay? A lot of places don't have that. A lot of handhelds, this is a great upgrade. A lot of handhelds don't have VRR. A lot of handhelds don't have HDR, and I'm gonna explain why. Also, in the CPU and GPU, it's gonna be a custom processor made by Nvidia. Nvidia did the damn thing. The storage is 156 gigabytes UFS, all right? We're gonna have that on the system. You're also gonna have the communications features. It's gonna wireless LAN, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth, and TV mode. Nintendo Switch 2 can be connected using the wired LAN port on the dock. Then you got the video output is output HDMI connection in TV mode. maximum 3840 times 2160 4K resolution. This can output to 4K resolution at 60 FPS in TV mode. It supports 120 FPS when 1920 by 1080 to 22560 by 1400 resolution are selected. It supports HDR 10, maximum 1920 by 1080 resolution in tabletop mode and handheld mode. The following screen resolution. That is freaking dope. That is fucking dope, man. That's freaking dope right now that the Nintendo Switch does all of that. Okay, and y'all gonna complain about a 450. Hey, hold up, I'm not finished yet. I'm not freaking finished yet, because I think y'all ridiculous out here. Y'all really fucking ridiculous with that, man. With that shit, yo. The audio output supports linear PCM output 1.5 inch output of HDMI connectors in TV mode. Surround sound effect could be applied when outputting the headphones or to the built-in speaker. Surround sound effect when outputting to the built-in speakers requires a system update. Yes, that's going to require a system update, but the speaker system of this system is going to be amazing. It's going to be way better. And then I'm hearing that this Switch is 10 times more stronger than the Nintendo Switch OG version in LED. The speakers is going to have great sound quality and everything. Okay, you're going to have the microphone, built-in microphone. The Switch also has a built-in microphone also on the Switch, just like the Legion Go, just like the ROG Ally, just like the Steam Deck. A built-in microphone, noise cancellation, echo cancellation, auto game control parade, more comfortable voice chat experience, the power button, volume buttons, and the USB Type-C ports. You have two USB Type-C ports, just like the freaking Legion Go, just like the ROG Ally X. Oh boy, man, I'm telling you, people, I'm gonna throw something right now. Alright, you have the one on the top, USB ports, and one on the bottom, just like the Legion Go. Alright, you have the audio jack, 35 linear 5 connected stereo mini plug, a CTIA standard. Please note, Nintendo cannot guarantee functioning with all products. Understandable. Game card slot. Both the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch game cards can be inserted. So that means you could put regular Nintendo Switch games, the Nintendo Switch 2. It also could play maximum of Nintendo Switch games. Do you know how many? That's massive Nintendo Switch games that's going to be able to be played on the system for $450, right? Bruh. For $450, you're going to be able to do all of that. In addition, it's also going to be compatible with micro SD express cards up to 2 terabytes. Micro SD cards are not compatible with micro SD express, can only be used to copy screenshots and videos from the Nintendo Switch. Well, they might say that because they want the game to go faster. I really believe that the micro SD cards do work, but they recommend micro SD express cards, because I'm gonna tell you right now, they have Lexar, right? Lexar micro SD cards, these are gonna work.
Goddamn right.
All right, these are good cards. I use this on the Legion Go, and that is a powerful system, right? Now, what makes the Switch 2 more different than the Legion Go or the ROG Ally? These cards work for anything, and I play my games on these cards. They work. The micro SD express cards just have read and write transfer and transfer games a lot faster. Download speeds are quicker. That's all it is. And then you got the batteries and all of that. You got the, these are the batteries and stuff, the charging time. Now the charging time is approximately 3 hours while the system is in sleep mode. That's the charging time. Now I'm hearing the battery life is 2 to 6.5 hours. But it depends on the games, you know what I'm saying? So it all depends on the games. So the battery life could be 2 to 6.5 hours that you could get out of the battery. It all depends on how many games you play. So the battery, it all depends. If you're playing like Cyberpunk in high settings, then you're gonna probably get it like 2 hours, no more than 2 hours. But it all depends on the games. You're playing like a low setting game, you might get 6 hours. It all depends. These games are powerful. They take a lot out of the battery, okay? Now the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, mind you, this Switch also comes with a high-tech dock. So what's inside the dock? It shows you the size of it over here. The ports is gonna have 2 USB ports, USB 2.0 compatible on the side, system connector, AC adapter port, HDMI port, LIN port. So that's what you're gonna get on the dock. It also comes with a fan that it already explained to you that it comes with inside. It's just so much different. It comes with, now mind you, when you look at the dang on Steam Deck, this doesn't come with no dock. The Steam Deck is $550 for the Steam Deck OLED, alright? And the regular OLED Steam Deck is $400. The OLED Steam Deck that's been around since 2021 or 22 costs $400. $450 for the OLED Steam Deck, alright? For 512 gigabytes of OLED, and this one has 1 terabyte of $650 for the OLED Steam Deck. That's how you compare the price of the freaking Steam Deck, okay? The Steam Deck has HDR and it has an OLED display, but that's also a 7.5 4 dynamic display. It has Wi-Fi 6 and 90 refresh rate, 90 hertz. But that's about it. It doesn't have no VRR. You don't have no dang SD points on the bottom. It doesn't have no dock. You also got to pay $79 for an extra dock, but you could get a cheaper docker. I understand that, because you get cheaper dockers. Now you want 1 terabyte, you're going to be spending damn near $650 for the Steam Deck. I don't freaking understand this.
Ridiculous.
And I'm not even finished with this yet. I'm not even finished. With the Legion Go, it's $749 with the 1 terabyte Ryzen Z1 Extreme. It's the one I got. I paid damn near $700. Well, I paid, and then you get the 512. It's for $600. Come on, $600 freaking dollars. $600 freaking dollars for the Lenovo Legion Go for the 512. All right, and then for the Legion Go S, 8 inches. It's a little bit bigger than this. You're gonna be spending $729.99. All right.
You want the hell?
And this has got the Ryzen Z2 Go. That chip is, the Switch 2 blows that dang chip out the water. The Ryzen Z2 Go is weak. All right, it's not a good choice. The Nintendo Switch 2 blows that chip out the door. Now the Z1 Extreme, that's another different story. But the Z2 Go, and you're gonna be spending $730. The ROG Ally, you're gonna be spending $649 with the original ROG Ally, and the ROG Ally actually damn near spending $800, 799 smackers. So what are y'all talking about? Okay, and people got the nerve to sit there and complain about the Nintendo freaking Switch being $450. Oh, because it's Nintendo, right? So Nintendo ain't supposed to price anything.
I'm sick and tired of it.
And I'm not even finished with the specs. Also, check this freaking thing out. Nvidia says the Nintendo Switch 2 level up with Nvidia AI powered DLSS and 4K gaming. All right, by Mooney Enda. All right, this is an April 3rd article with Inside Nvidia. So Nintendo Switch is also going to have DLSS on top of HDR and VRR variable refresh rate. That's freaking crazy. All right, to think about. Now, the ROG Ally does not even have 4K gaming. The ROG Ally X doesn't have 4K gaming. I own Legion Go, which I love. You can't play 4K gaming on there. You can't. It doesn't upgrade to 4K gaming on those systems. Only the Nintendo Switch, and Nvidia's the only one that's dealing with the Nintendo Switch. But I'm not done yet. But listen to this. Listen to the other stuff they have to say in this article. The Nintendo Switch 2 unveiled April 2nd takes performance to the next level, powered by a custom Nvidia processor featuring an Nvidia GPU with dedicated RT cores and Tensor cores for stunning visuals and AI-driven enhancements. With 1,000 engineer years of effort across every element, from system and chip design to a custom GPU application programming interfaces, APIs, and world-class development tools, the Nintendo Switch brings major upgrades. Y'all hear that? The new system, the new console enables up to 4K gaming in TV mode and up to 120 frames per second at 1080p in handheld mode. Nintendo Switch 2 also supports high dynamic range, HDR, and AI upscaling to sharpen visuals and smooth gameplay. So not only that you get HDR depending on your TV, you also get AI upscaling, the sharper visuals and smooth gameplay. What the hell are y'all talking about? All you people that's hating on the Switch talking about is $450. I'm gonna get it, and you get the damn bundle for $500 with the Mario Kart World. That's a good dang old deal. And Mario Kart World is massive, but I'm not done yet. This is AI and race tracing to the next level visuals. This is more. Here's more. The new RT cores bring real-time race tracing, delivering lifelike lighting, reflections, and shadows for a more immersive world. Tensor cores power AI-driven features in deep learning super sampling, which is DLSS, boosting resolution and sharpen details without sacrificing image quality. Tensor cores also enable AI-powered face tracking and background removal in video chat. Use sensors enhancing social gaming and streaming. Jesus Christ. With millions of players worldwide, the Nintendo Switch has become a gaming powerhouse and home to Nintendo's storied franchises. Its hybrid design refined console gaming, bridging the TV and handheld play. Also, and then I'm not done, one last thing. More power, smoother gameplay. With 10 times the graphical performance of the Nintendo Switch, which I was saying, the Nintendo Switch 2 delivers smoother gameplay and sharper visual. Tensor cores boost AI power graphics while keeping power consistent, efficient. Alright, RT cores enhance real game realism with dynamic lighting and natural reflections. Variable refresh rate, Nvidia G-Sync in handheld mode ensures ultra smooth, tear-free gameplay. So that's also confirming variable refresh rate. VRR is also in it through Nvidia. Nvidia has really put their damn ass, they put their butt, and they really gave the Switch some serious power. They really put the pedal to the metal with the Nintendo Switch. So let me say, in my opinion, in my stance, do I think that the console is justified with that price? Absolutely. You're not getting that type of stuff with the ROG Ally, with the Steam Deck, with the old OG Switch. You're only getting that with the Nintendo Switch 2. What console, what handheld on this earth is getting HDR, VRR, and DLSS? DLSS is only on in Nintendo systems and through Nvidia. You're not getting that from ROG Ally because they got AMD and they have FSR over there. But DLSS is, it actually shows you can show in the videos on how DLSS looks. The games are gonna look amazing. And you mean to tell me you get all of that for $450 plus lots of games? You're gonna be able to play all of your Nintendo Switch games. Most of them you're gonna be able to play. They're gonna have all that sorted out. You're gonna have it's gonna be crazy, man. I don't even want to keep explaining that, but I justify the price. F with everybody else. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna buy it. So my gamers, let me know what you think about this dang situation with the Nintendo Switch getting $450 to $500. Now the $80 game price tag I understand, but that's a killer game. It should have been $70, but I think they OD on that one. That I understand. But the Nintendo Switch system, no. I told are on board with that price. I said that price, that's gonna be the price, and I told you. But let me know in the comments. And all I have got to say is everybody out here in YouTube land is sound off in the comment section. Tell me what you think about Nintendo Switch price. And don't forget to hit that like button and share and subscribe to CMG. And to smash this like button, smash the subscribe, hit the notifications if you want more videos like this as you seen today. I'd like to thank you for all of the support in my last video, and I got more content on the way. This is the price that's going to be for the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is a powerful system, and Digital Foundry don't know what the hell they talk about. Don't listen to Digital Foundry when they tell you the Switch is like a PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 doesn't have none of those features, DLSS and upscaling. I don't even care about all of that stuff. Who cares what they got to say? All I got to say is these games are going to look amazing, and I'm excited, and I'm going to say peace, and I hope you keep it. Peace.
Now you're playing with power.